I was guilty of something that I did do. So in my mind, I was wagering that like, okay, well, this right here will be the reasoning for that. You know what I'm saying? I can accept whatever I'm about to go through. I'm not trying to get off sub here, but I will say this. Prison to me, because I hear so many stories. Yeah. I hear people try to glorify it or glamify it, you know what I'm saying? And make it look like it was this amazing place or it was this horrific place. Man, listen, it's no different than you being out in the streets. You know what I mean? Like, survival is everywhere you go. You know what I mean? When you're in the streets, you mind your business. You know what I'm saying? You stay focused on whatever it is that you're doing and you keep it pushing. Same thing in the penitentiary. I knew a cat that never had a fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? But I know motherfuckers that as soon as they get off the bus, you know, it's rolling. You know what I'm saying? That's what they used to call the unit I was on. You know, Rocky Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because we were at it every single fucking day. It was never a time for sleep. You know, and at any given point in time, it could be your celly, it could be the nigga that you knew in the streets, it could be your partner that was your homie, it could be your kinfolk, it could be any of them can turn on you in that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they serve different purposes. You know, that's why I was never really big on gangs.
Yeah. And this is 94 you're going in, so this is the height of the Crips and Bloods.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, dude, I never really, they always try to say that you have to be in a clique, you know what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily true, bro. Listen, man, I didn't see the Crips, the Bloods, the GDs, the Vice Lords, the ESTs, man, I can't even think of all. It was so many gangs, bro, and they would fight each other. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll
fight within the gang.
Yeah, dude. It's like, dude, every time you look up, it's a Crip fighting another Crip or a Blood fighting another Blood or whatever the case, man. But yet they hesitant to fight the motherfucker that they supposedly against. You get what I'm saying? Like you hardly ever see, we used to have lineups when I went. See, again, prison is much different or it could be the same. Shit, I don't know. I ain't never going back. So we used to have lineups. Like if it's a motherfucker you want to sit here, look at, you know what I'm saying? You line up, you know what I'm saying? And you motherfuckers be 4 or 5 motherfuckers. You pick 4 or 5 motherfuckers and y'all rock out. You know what I'm saying? And so it used to be like that, you know, if you just want to get it off your chest or whatnot. But man, you're very rarely to see a Blood and a Crip get at it. You know what I'm saying? See, I grew up, and when you do see them get at it, again, it kind of, and it's the crazy part about the whole bullshit. It's because you can really fuck with this dude that is opposite of what you are, right? Yeah. Like if I was a Crip and or a Blood, and this dude that was my celly or whoever he is, if he was right here beside me, everything could be cool as fuck, bro. Me and him got so much in common, you know what I'm saying? Got the same goal-oriented whatnot. But we put that fucking wedge of this Crip Blood bullshit, and that right there can fuck up everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's because of the stupid ass fucking wedge, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
I believe you.
It makes no sense.
No, and I'm gonna come back to the Crips and Blood violence in there. But I have to ask, you did county. You said Lou Steric. You actually
the Lou. Yeah.
What, for those who don't know, what is some differences, pluses and negatives of county jail versus prison system? I hear some people saying that jail is worse than prison. Like sometimes they want to hurry and get to prison. They don't want to sit in jail for 3 years.
True.
Get me to prison.
Well, the main most, for me in particular is being able to move around. You know what I'm saying? Unless you was a trustee, you couldn't move around. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no trustee shit. So unless you're a trustee, you can't have a job. You can't move around. You know what I'm saying? In jail, man, you stuck there. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, it's just, everything is different. You know what I'm saying? The commissary, everything is different. You know what I'm saying? Everything is, when you go to prison, man, any prison really, I'm pretty sure, everything is, it moves a little differently. You know what I'm saying? Let it be with necessities, let it be with, the kitchen, the food, you know what I'm saying? What you're offered and all that type shit. So, it's just a little different, man. Shit, man.
You how long were you in county?
I was in county, I want to say 10 or 11 months.
Yes.
Yeah, 10, 11 months. And then, I finished the rest of my time out.
Can you speak on what did the judge sentence you to?
5 years.
5 years. So you wrote the whole 5 years.
I wrote the whole 5.
When the judge, hit the gavel, gave you that time, you're young. What goes through young kids' mind at this time? Like,
listen, dude, right hand to God, everything was silent. Like, people were talking. The bailiff was, taking me over to get my fingerprint, but everything was silent. Like, I didn't hear shit. Like, and then when you go back and you go into the cell and you hear all these niggas talking about, yeah, man, the judge, man, I'm going home today. And you might have seen another nigga who just got a life sentence or some shit or whatever the case. You, man, you want to scream, you want to cry. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying, I'm only speaking for me.
Yeah.
Because again, I got accused of some shit that I didn't do. And then I got accused of some shit, or I ain't gonna say accused, I was guilty of something that I did do. So in my mind, I was wagering that, like, okay, well, this right here will be the reasoning for that. You know what I'm saying? I can accept whatever I'm about to go through. And it was just a little tougher for me. But man, I never forget, I went up to my cell, bro. And again, I'm in the loose, so we're in these 24-man tanks or some shit, whatever the fuck, I can't remember. But we was in there, man, and I remember I went to my bunk, man. I didn't want to talk to nobody, bro. I just rolled over to the left side and I cried my ass off, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
that's real. Man,
I say, man, I gotta do this shit. You dig? And then at that point, you start talking to old heads, niggas that's on bench warrants and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You trying to gather all the info you can and shit. Again, the fighting part ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was recreation back then for us. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking at I want to know the stages of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have any. They have all these different places now, like transfer units. All we knew, you know what I'm saying, was the walls. You know what I'm saying? But they have the gurneys and the whatever the other names are and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they got all these other different places where, I was too busy trying to find out about the walls, bro. Tell me what's going to happen here, man. And it was like a big college though to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was.
Seems like.